Evening everybody, going to do some Automobilista 2 multiplayer. Going to try and join a couple of races here hopefully. Only fired up AMS2 in VR in the last couple of days. So we'll jump on here and see if we can find some races. So I've got a GT3 race here at Interlagos. Of course, everyone will let you know how good AMS2 looks in VR, and it certainly is the case. I've done a lot of just lapping by myself, not a lot of actual racing, so I'm going to try and jump on some public lobbies and see how we go, and see what the actual racing experience is like in VR as opposed to just doing hot laps. Get everything recentered hopefully. That's the wrong camera view, don't want the helmet cam. There you go, that feels about right. I think we're joining right at the end of the practice session or whatever it is anyway, so we just make sure everything looks where it should. We're sitting in the car in the right spot. Don't think I like the HUD on, so I might turn all that off. It's just absolutely incredible, obviously, to be able to look around and check all your mirrors, see exactly where you are, where your opponents are. There's someone on the inside there, but no. Just trundle around here while we're waiting for the next session to kick over. Feel like we're lined up okay in terms of where I think my steering wheel is and where my virtual hands are. Alright, so we're getting ready to kick over now to the next session. Love the little air vent there too, the aircon vent for the Mercedes. So I got a decent sized little grid there as well. Just waiting for the host to kick it over. Definitely not super competitive in terms of lap times at the moment with AMS2. So the ping's quite bad here as well, that could be an issue. We've got probably a 5 lap race, is it? 8 laps. 40 times progression. Lower this a little bit. Just doing some generic setup stuff at the moment just before we kick off. Ready up. Yeah, everything sort of feels lined up. we're starting right near the back instead of qualifying time, so we're 15th. Lots of Europeans in at the moment. There's a couple of McLarens behind us by the look of it, and an Audi. 30 seconds to go. And there we go again, we're not lined up as usual in AMS2. This is becoming an issue. Carnage at the start, and same for me. So I've got an issue where when we load into the game, it doesn't recenter at all, and puts me off to the side. It's all fine in the menu when we're getting ready, but as soon as we take off, we've got a problem. Not sure that's a known issue, but everything's. I might turn off the recenter option. That could be part of the issue. So I've got automatic recentering on, and that could be stuffing up. So let's go in virtual reality, and we'll turn off that, and we'll turn off the recenter. So we'll save that, and we'll try another race. A little GT4 race here. And the old KFC Porsche that we raced with GTL many years ago. One of the classic races in this car against a gentleman called Esky of the Battle of the Glen. Was it the Glen? No, it was Road America. That's right. The Rumble at Road America, we called it. Just 20 minutes of back and forward with this car and a Mercedes GT4. Mercedes had the power down the straight, and the little Porsche was superb under brakes. It was just a lot of back and forth. It's definitely not censored. Very good at finding the buttons now on the keyboard just by feel. .240-kilometre pit lane speed limit. It's a bit generous. Not sure I know this circuit, to be honest. Double yellow, someone's had a punt. God, this is looks amazing, doesn't it? Even though I've had to turn some things down to get the 2080 Ti to run things smoothly, still looks incredible. I think I may have driven here once or twice. It's sort of vaguely coming back to me. Whatever it is, fantastic little circuit. So back to the start, finish straight. wide there for that little chicane. Send that TC down. Great little infield section there, sort of a little hairpin and up over the rise. A little bit early on the brakes there. A little bit more speed through that flip-flop section. That was a little bit of Oran Park, this track, to be honest. Done some kilometres in this car, 882.5 kilometres we've done in this car. That was due to one of the series we ran with GTL. A bit aggressive. See how our stats are looking. Double apex of that one. Goes left and then left a little bit more. Last section, absolutely beautiful, sweeps its way around. Up on a couple of wheels. Love that look out the side of the car there and spot that apex. A little bit more brakes there, I think. Alright, let's try and go for a cleaner lap and get that tidy up that first corner. Very uneven front straight there. Oh, it just bit me. We're getting used to it. Brake bias little bit out of whack. That's the pit limiter. There's the brake bias buttons, there we go. Forward a couple of clicks. Clearly fuel and tyres are up, I think, in this lobby. This is an awesome little circuit. Look at the infield there. Look out the side of the car. The big netting, of course, in the way on the driver's side. Continue to rack up the kilometres in this car. Invalidated. How's that invalidated? A touch there. We'll keep going, trying to learn the circuit a bit more. Little tiny improvements. To work out where the threshold is at that first chicane complex. Such a beautifully balanced little car, this Porsche GT4. Really was one of my favourite cars to drive in league racing over the years. Try again. Alright, got through that time. Very conservative. Lost a little bit of time there, a little bit too slidey. A little bit offline there, didn't quite flow through that section properly. Up. Couple of seconds off. Very much between second and third gear at that corner. As we spin again. Didn't affect anybody else around us there. how the hell that's invalidated time. Don't feel like I hit any of the lines there. Bit harsh, I think. Cannot stop looking at this dash. Beautiful, the sun coming through. Missed the wall there. And we did. Felt better. And spun it again, looped on the brakes. Let's reverse. So upside down, there we are. Done it again. Oh, God. Lost my bearings and my buttons here. Great start to each lap, undone at the hairpin. somehow get a clean lap in here. Way too much front glass. Aircon set at 21.5. Pretty comfortable. So in between gears there, in between second and third. Just not getting that corner right whatsoever. Jesus Christ. The weight transfer getting it all wrong. Rack up 1,000 kilometres here where we're going in this car. are okay. Moved up one spot. So 121.5. Yeah, losing a second in that middle sector. So I can't go into advanced setup. Look at it, it's just a simple setup. I suppose it's good. Everyone gets the same. That pedal cam's not doing the business, is it? Turn that off, I think. Definitely coaster in second gear of that big rolling hairpin. Well, a hairpin, just a big rolling 180. Hang back here, let these guys in front go a little bit further ahead. Super tight and track cuts in that first bit. Spinner there at the left-hander. last flying lap. One more in. P7. Now the test will be, will the game reset my view to something really weird? That's what's been happening the last couple of, well, every single time I've loaded up AMS2 today. I have turned off the auto recenter in the options. See if that helps. So I won't manually reset it. So everything's lined up nicely, but once the race kicks off, will that still be the case? We should reset it now, shouldn't we? Hopefully that does the job. 90 seconds till we find out. If you are watching, say hello on the chat. I can read the chat in the headset. So anyway, I know anybody's actually watching. Eight laps of this could be carnage. Away we go. stick down the inside. The legs down the straight, I think. Little nudge there from the I think it's the Corvette. Rubbing's racing, these sort of cars, expect that. Surprisingly well. A bit worried with cars on screen how the old 2080 Ti would hold up. I've turned some of the graphics down just a little bit. Mega fun, that's for sure. Going to lose out here on the straight, that's for sure. No point moving over there, mate, because the Porsche hasn't got the legs, I don't think. Under brakes in the corners is where the Porsche wins out. Nudged off there. And then the FedEx car, who's looped it around, unfortunately too. They're getting back onto the track. And yep, oh, and look at that. Absolute perfect T-bone. Unbelievable. Like a great replay, but it's a great to be part of. Absolute textbook reverse T-bone in there. I think on that bombshell, we'll say goodnight.